Okay. Well, thank you for letting me know. I'm sorry that we're having issues. It's very frustrating, but, you know, just do what we can. And just please let me know if things continue to be problematic. I really miss my old setup. But that was on my old work computer. And my new work computer, I'm not good enough friends with the IT department yet. And I need admin privileges to download things like OBS and whatnot. Thank you, I appreciate it. Young gravy. Okay. So let's see. Corn is going with stir fry. Okay. So now what I like to do is just like on half of it, kind of come down and get that, and then flip it and do the other half. If you try and do the whole thing, it kind of makes a mess because stuff from up here is going to fall, and it like kind of falls all over the place. But it gets all the corn off, and then we can give this piece to Kimbo. And yeah, this is gonna go in our stir fry. But we can fit all this in a smaller bowl. Gosh. Come on. There we go. Kimby, you want some corn? Come in. Come. Yeah, come on. Slowly approaching. Come in. What, are you not hungry? Yeah, there you go. She goes back into her den to... Can you still see her? Can't tell if it's blocked or not. But yeah, she'll destroy that now. Oh no, you're fine. It's a channel you can talk about anything. Go back to the baked pasta now. Peppers. She'll also eat these, so more entertainment for you guys. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed the fight. That is, especially for how freaking expensive it was. And, I mean, you know my theory on people hating things. It's popular to hate things, which I don't get why that's a thing. Wait, what's up, Jay? As long as you liked it, that's all that matters. How was your Sunday been, Jay? I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. Like, how have you just been doing in general? Yeah, they are. Avery's got the best emotes. Yeah, see, now you want to be friends, huh? Hey, you want some pepper? Come here. Go get it. Yeah, go get it. What time is it? Yeah, it's still too early for your actual thing. Sassy Kimbo. Dude, she is super sassy. Just sassiness to the max. She's just extra angry too because she was sleeping pretty heavy. She was asleep on Mrs. Biscotti in my bed, not one of her beds. So she was like extra deep asleep. Like, when I woke her up, she gave me the whole, like, snort and, like, spinning of the head of, like, anger of, what do you want? But, no, she's at least getting some food out of it, so she's eating the pepper now. But I don't know how much time she'll spend in the kitchen. How old is Kimbo? It was just her birthday. What is today? Her birthday, we made her birthday August 20th, because that's actually the day my mom passed away. And we know that Kimbo was born in the month of August, but don't know like the exact date. But I even have the date down here. This is for my mom, not for Kimbo. But just that way it becomes a bit of a happier day for me. Ooh, I almost cut my finger. So yeah, she just turned 8, I think. 8 or 9? No, 8. 8. Hey, what's up, Drift? I know, I'm long overdue for a cooking stream, I'm sorry. I started a new job about a month ago, and it has been kicking my ass in a good way. Like, I actually really like the job a lot, but it does not give me as much time to play the video games and definitely not as much time to stream. But that's essentially what I'm doing right now is I'm making food for the week, or at least for the first portion of the week. So, I have lunches and dinners and things like that set up for myself. But how have you been, sir? Living in Futureland? Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, the stream, I mean, it's going to be a decent amount of cooking on the back end of it, but for right now, it's just going to be a lot of prep. But I'm happy to explain things as I go. Like I said, right now we're prepping the baked pasta that we're going to do. We've got some chicken marinating in the fridge already. Oh, what games do I like? Sorry, I'm falling behind again. Oh, you're excited for Destiny 2? Yeah, I know. You and Smoke and Pin are all big Destiny folks. Yeah, so one of my best in real life friends works at Blizzard. So he hooks me up with a lot of Blizzard games and codes. I only switched to PC gaming within the last year. I still have my consoles, and I'm actually trying to get back into my PlayStation 4 a little bit, because, so this is kind of my eternal struggle, is I do work at a job now where I'm at a computer all day long. It's this computer over here that I'm kind of watching chat and whatnot off of. Hey, what up, Delirious? And so I'm at this computer most of my day. I'm in meetings, so I'm kind of like in front of my screen and I'm engaged. And so when I get home, I find consoles are always like my break from that. I've always viewed video game consoles as my, like, just relaxation. And when I play on my PC, which is down in my basement, I'm like sitting up in my chair. I've got one of the, like a fake DX Racer basically. But I'm like up in my chair, I'm up on my keyboard and my mouse, and like I'm kind of close to the screen. Whereas like when I play on console, I'm leaned back on a TV, just relaxed, controller in my lap. It's a more like just relaxed experience for me. So that's kind of what I've been doing. But I did get into PC gaming because of my homie at Blizzard. Well, it's not like I'm uptight, but like I can't lean back on my sofa while I'm PC gaming. Like that doesn't work. So Heroes of the Storm is the game that really got me to go get my PC. I love that game. It's a lot of fun for me, and it's only on PC. And I've discovered that I really like MOBAs. I enjoy first-person shooters, but I am absolute trash at them. I don't have the aim, the quick reaction time, but I enjoy playing them as long as I'm playing with people who know that I suck, which we have a great group of guys that play together and are pretty forgiving with me. But I'm actually okay at MOBAs because it's all about strategy and thinking and Shotgun God. Yeah, I mean, that, like, I have to find the things that are kind of broken in games and then I exploit them a little bit. So what else goes in here? Zucchini, pasta, peppers, just some onions, and some garlic. Hopefully the onions don't make us cry tonight. Yeah, I mean, as long as you have people that are kind of willing to play with you and know your skill level, I still find first-person shooters to be fun. It's just, if you're playing with people that want to be all competitive and sweaty, it's not going to go well for me. I much prefer playing with people that are just going to be like, just chill. So, and that can carry me because I'm bad. then they come in here and I teach them some cooking stuff, and it's all even. Oh, I forgot to give my little lesson on onions. Oh well, we'll do that next time. I've got another onion to cut for other stuff. We'll see if I'm still here. Yeah, exactly, Drift. Yes, and Gongo, we should get more Lawbreakers in. I've been having fun. I played... Yes, so there's a lot of different ways you can like make the onion. So what's happening that makes you cry is there's gas within the oven. Or onion, not oven. And it is... when it escapes, it makes you cry. It's almost like a very, very minor form of tear gas. Or like, mustard gas. All these things do come from natural things that are then enhanced by chemicals. So when you are cutting onions, it really helps if you have a very sharp knife, because you need to be able to cut through all the fibers very cleanly. If you are cutting through and you're kind of mashing them, like if you have a dull knife and you're not making those clean cuts, you're bruising the membrane of the onion. And as you do that, it's releasing the gas because it's basically squashing it and pushing it out rather than just cutting right through it. So that's, you want to work kind of fast and have a sharp knife. It also helps if the onions are cold, if you put them in the fridge or if you put them in the freezer for a little bit ahead of time. Problem with that is if you leave them in there for a long time, the flavor actually kind of goes away a little bit. And I like the strong taste of an onion. But same kind of thing there. The gas doesn't expand as much when it's cold. It kind of compresses. The other thing you can do is cut them by an open flame. The gas that's burning out of the flame actually helps kind of counteract the gas that's being released from the onion. So those are kind of like things you can do to help make the onion not be as brutal on your sinuses and your eyes and whatnot. Okay. Peppers, zucchini, onions, garlic, lots of garlic. Which is nice. I have this little package of organic garlic that's already been peeled and is just sitting in its own juice. How long is this meal going to last? Oh, it's going to last me, I would say that this would be safe for at least like 6 days, basically a week. I get a lot of free lunches because of working in advertising. Working in advertising. I get taken out by my vendors and people that I basically give a lot of money. They return that by giving me free lunch and concert tickets and sports events and all that kind of stuff. So I only probably bring my lunch twice a week or so, but a lot of this will be for Mrs. Biscotti for her lunch, and then I'll eat this stuff for dinner. So this is just going to be kind of a wide mix of food. So we've got the red beans and rice are going to be for me because that's going to have these chicken sausages in them. Which, like, look at these things. It's like, almost as big as my pee-pee. Kappa. And she doesn't eat. She's vegetarian. She'll eat fish, so she's pescatarian. She eats fish and vegetarian. How often do I make big meals like this? I was in a good system, honestly, at my last job. My last job was, I had a lot more free time. And so I was doing this more regularly. With my new job, I can really only do this on the weekends because it takes me kind of a couple of hours to build all of this. I could do this much faster if I'm not streaming and if I cut down on the amount of ingredients that I'm putting in, but I want my food to always be flavorful and really enjoyable. And I enjoy, like I said, sharing my knowledge of cooking and talking with chat and just hanging out with the friends. So I don't mind if it takes me a couple of hours to get through all of this. But I used to do Fridays after work. We would do Stir Friday together, which I stole from Archer. If you watch that show, that was something that I was introduced there. So we would make like a big thing of rice, and then I have this wok, and it wouldn't even really be a proper stir fry because it would be so much food, and I'd end up just kind of sauteing it all. But that was a normal thing on Friday, and we would make some other stuff. I used to try and have a dessert as part of stuff too, which I'm not doing today. At most, maybe I'll throw in a Rice Krispie treat on the end of this, just because that takes a couple of minutes. But we are not making anything cannabis infused today, and that's usually what my Rice Krispie treats are for. Which, who knows, we might actually get a little bit of weed in there, just because if I didn't clean the pan that we use for Rice Krispie treats well enough, that'll happen. The residue will still be in there. I know that would make Jay happy. So I'm proud to be the one that introduced Jay. He came out to so I live in Colorado. I don't mind if you're making a treat. Oh, you are a treat making god. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I kind of introduced you to all of this. So for a while out here, I was teaching a class on cooking with cannabis. And it was mostly people. I was working with the Colorado Cannabis Tours company, and it was kind of like an add-on that they would upsell you on. And it was a lot of fun, but a business that was run by stoners, so it was kind of hard to just have everything work well. Hi. Here's Mrs. Biscotti passing through. Studying.
Yeah.
She's not happy about it. The guy whose shirt this is in chat right now.
Well, then it's a good thing you wore it.
I know. Well, I told him that I was wearing it, but yes, he was kind enough to come by. He's a very popular man, so I'm appreciative that he came to my stream.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hi, Kimbo.
Oh, he said hello.
Hello.
And they all got to see Kimbo.
That's good.
She's mad at me, though, because she was asleep on our bed and everyone wanted to see her, so I woke her up, and she, like...
Oh, hi, sweetie.
Yeah, she was not...
No, she's been asleep a long time.
Yeah, no, she needed to wake up anyway.
Yeah. Give her some bell pepper, she'll be happy.
I did. I gave her some corn, I gave her some pepper. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Bye. Yeah. Oh, and Gringo's here, too. She laughed and waved. So yeah, for those who don't know, Mrs. Biscotti was... So she used to cook with me a lot more on stream. And she would try and read chat. Huh? Yeah, and she didn't have her glasses on. And she called Gingino Gringo, Childish Gringo. And so that kind of became a thing. He has a lot of nicknames because nobody ever said... Wavy, you're one of the few people that actually pronounced his name right in stream. I remember seeing that. So, in this big bowl, I've got the bell peppers, I've got the onion, I've got that zucchini, and the pasta. I'm going to... Ooh, and some garlic. We're going to add some olive oil to this. Now you do have two options here. You can cook the vegetables ahead of time separately to get a little extra caramelization on them. Totally up to you. Because of how much we're cooking tonight, it's just a set of less pans that I have to clean by skipping that. and just gonna let it all cook together. We're gonna sneak in We're gonna sneak in. Hey, what up, Rome? We're gonna sneak in some red pepper flakes. Not too much though. Mrs. Biscotti doesn't like too much heat. Huh? Yeah. Oh shit, and Arthur's in here too? Just let dog clean the plates. I know, indeed. And yes, this is a lot of food because it's going to be many portions for us. Something else that would be good in this, like if you want to also stretch it, is you could do some... sorry, I'm blanking / focused. Like a can of tomatoes. You could do that, kind of, it almost makes like a little tomato sauce right in as everything cooks. Really, you could do any vegetables. You could do any meat with this as well if you did want to have it be more meaty. But again, you know, Mrs. Biscotti is going to probably be the primary eater of this product. Yeah, we got this nice big bowl of beautiful pasta. And honestly, like if you wanted to make this into a pasta salad, you could just chill this and serve it as is. Or cook the vegetables on the side. Oh, thanks, Wavy. Thank you so much for coming by. I really do appreciate it. So we're going to put this into some, this was, I already forgot what it was. I mean, you could use any pasta. It's basically a split penne noodle. Focus. There we go. Here, you know, some pasta. Yeah. Yeah, that's good, huh? Yeah. Kimbo likes pasta. So we're gonna put this into some trays. Just baking pans like this, and let it cook in the oven. We're gonna put a little breadcrumbs on top of it, so that way it gets kind of some crispiness going on top. Let's see. Sorry, I fell behind. Oh yeah, the portrait behind me? Yeah, that's it's Mrs. Biscotti and me from the fair last year. I'm gonna spray this down with some nonstick spray. Oh, sorry, it slipped. I know, it was a scary noise. We'll see how much fits in here. Actually, we might be able to get this whole thing in here. It'll be a little overflowing, but not much. Yeah, it's perfect. That's great. Again, it saves me one less pan to have to clean up later. Okay. Here we go. So this way you can see. I think you can see. Yeah. Pasta with the vegetables all up in there. Hey, what's up, Laza? We're just gonna do some breadcrumbs on the top. These are just some panko, like Japanese style breadcrumbs. I might as well just finish off the bag. Cool. All right, and then some olive oil. Just a drizzle on top. Help with those breadcrumbs, get them nice and golden. Okay. And then this goes in the oven. We've got a 375 degree preheated oven. And that'll just bake away kind of as long as you would like. Again, we're looking for the vegetables to kind of cook down a little bit, but also for breadcrumbs to get kind of toasted and get some of the top pasta to get a little crispified. But it's really up to you how long you want to bake it. Oh, thanks for coming by, Genji. No worries. I would love to play some... I need to play some Rainbow Six with you guys on the PS4 again. I did some microtransactions on there to get all the operators I like unlocked. Okay, see, this is now what Dog does while I'm streaming. She is going to just now guard the oven to make sure nobody comes to steal any of the food away. Okay, so baked pasta's in the oven. Let's do red beans and rice next. Yeah, we'll do the red beans and rice next. So for that, we're gonna do beans, rice, onions, squash, sausage, garlic. Beans, rice, onions. Okay, so we're gonna use some red beans, some red kidney beans. We've got the rice already pre-cooked. Got a big thing of rice here. Beans, rice, onion. So we chop another onion up. And then this will go with the Brussels sprouts as well. So we're only going to use half an onion in this because there's actually some onion in the rice already as well. Yeah, I'm a big fan of red beans and rice. This shit is good. Okay. Go. Got it. Onion. I'm gonna wash my cutting board after that one. That one's a little spicy. Knife. Hey, what up, Anthony? How are you? Thanks for coming by. So we got onion, red beans, rice, squash, So this squash is actually from my new boss. She grows it in her garden. We're going to chop this up a little bit finer. So we don't want it to be super big in this. We want it to kind of be the size of the beans, essentially, if that makes sense. Kind of always think about the other ingredients that will be included in your final product. I'm doing well. Thank you. Thanks for coming by and saying hello. How have you been? I got to see you like for the first time in a really long time on PlayStation a while back when we did that game of Smite. Save that for the stir fry. Corn, squash, Brussels, onions, beans, and garlic for that. Yeah, okay, so this is good. Yeah, that's enough. Yeah, homegrown veggies are nice. All of these are from like local markets, like farmers markets, and like food service groups. Okay. So we've got the beans, rice, onions, squash, sausage, garlic. So we just need a little bit of garlic. Yeah, I'm kind of the same, Jay. There was a time that I was okay at growing stuff, but not anymore, really. Takes a lot of effort sometimes. I mean, it depends on the product. Things like squash actually grow very easily. So we're going to transfer over to the other side to make this red beans and rice. I'm just going to do it in the wok. Not very traditional way of doing it, but I'm just kind of going off script and doing whatever today. So, yeah. Okay, we need to do these beans too. Oh yeah, dude. Locally sourced is the best way to go. Plus, oftentimes it can be cheaper depending upon what kind of market you're going to get the locally sourced stuff. Some places will make you pay a premium for it. Other places give you the actual cost if you're able to buy it from the farmers directly. It's crazy inexpensive. Pretty much all of the product that we're using today, produce-wise, I mean, it was an insane amount of produce. I mean, it was like 4 zucchini, a big bag of carrots, 4 pieces of corn, multiple onions, like 2 pounds, 3 pounds of Brussels sprouts, 3 bell peppers. What else was up here? I'm trying to think. This giant watermelon. And then a bunch of oranges and apples. All cost $20. Cash, out the door. So we're just rinsing the beans. Okay. All right. And actually, I need to cut up the sausage. Again, getting high before stream was not the best idea in terms of productivity. So here is the sausages we're going to work with. I think we'll just cut these in half, long way. Okay. Oh my god, they smell so good. There's a lot of spices and shit in these. And then just, it's like a andouille style sausage, summer sausage. Am I cutting through all the way? No, I'm not. I can feel it. Yeah, I mean, I actually really like Brussels sprouts when they're prepared relatively unhealthy, which is what I'm going to be doing today. We're going to do almost like a flash fried Brussels sprout caramelized with some balsamic vinegar. Okay, so there's our sausage. We'll need to wash this cutting board. After this, because we've had meat on it. Okay. Vegetarian. Not full vegan. That'd be too much work. Alright. We are going to bring this over here so you can see. Got the wok going with the sausages. This way. Best balsamic vinegar. Oh, let me pull my computer with me so I can see everything. Oh, that's not gonna work. Yeah, that seems to be okay. Devero. That looks good. It also looks expensive. But we all know Jay is Amazon, so. So what I'm trying to do here is just get some browning on the sausage and render out some of that fat and oil, and we're going to use that to finish cooking the red beans and rice in, because who doesn't like sausage grease as the base? Oh, that's not too bad actually. Baked pasta's coming along. This is good. So what's left? Corn, squash, and crab, Brussels, so really it's just the Brussels sprouts that we need to prep still. Everything else is prepped for the stir fry. The Brussels will take a little bit of time to prep, I'm warning you now. Probably not the most entertaining thing to watch, but we can just all hang out together. Oh shit, I don't know if Durs is still in here. But I see his pie that he made. He might be eating it right now, but it looks amazing. So you can see we're starting to get some of that sausage to brown and get some of the fat rendered out, and we're going to use that to cook, to basically like almost like stir fry the red beans and rice with. Back and full. Nice. Yeah, I saw the picture that you posted of the spinach pie. It looks really good, man. Okay. I'm going to add in some of the onions, about half of an onion, and our squash. Oh my god, this smells amazing. I think we're gonna pull that chicken out too and cook that in the oven as everything starts to get closer to finishing up. So I'm gonna just pull that out of the fridge, that marinated chicken that the chicken we've been marinating. I'm gonna put it onto a sheet tray and pop it into the oven. I'll show it to you before it goes in. Right. Yeah, it smells pretty amazing in here right now. That andouille is so good. So here is our chicken. Again, washing hands is important in this process with dealing with raw chicken. Adding in our garlic. Oops, that's gonna block you. Over here. Yeah, no salmonella. Oh my god, this just smells amazing. Well, brought it over here. We're gonna go ahead and add in our red beans. And our rice. That should be good. Somalians. Okay. Spilled a little. It's alright. So we'll let this just kind of cook away. I mean, it's essentially done if you wanted it to be now. But I want to try and just let this reduce a little bit more and all cook together now for a little while. But just so you can see what it looks like. You see that? Okay. Oh yeah, my camera's up there. That's what it's looking like right now. Did I spill more? No. See, how's my battery doing? Does that even show on here? Interesting. Well, my phone battery doesn't show on here, so we'll hopefully just some like long grain brown rice. All right, so let's see. That back there. This over here. I'm going to wash and dry the cutting board I've been using, and we're going to start prepping the Brussels sprouts, which again is going to take a little while, so we can do that as we are working through this. Oh, dude, that sucks. Yeah, electric stoves are crappy compared to working with a real fire. Oops. Yeah, I mean, they're not even really comparable, to be honest. In my opinion, induction tops are good when you don't have the space for fire. Oh yeah. And they're really good for things like just simple tasks, boiling water, making a stew, like things where you're just gonna have high heat on it for a while. Okay. So we're gonna let that go a little bit longer in the oven, the baked pasta, that is. So for these, oh shit, you guys are kind of blind. No, that's not too bad. I don't know. We are going to do a little bit, I'm trying to think, can I block that? Just like if we go that way a little bit, hopefully that's not quite as blinding. I'm gonna take a little bit off the bottom and then peel just the outer leaves off the Brussels sprouts. So then you're left with a product like this. Again, this is not going to be all that entertaining, and I apologize. I should have done some of this ahead of time, but I just kind of ran out of time today, and I wanted to just start the stream. Yeah, the instant heat part is really nice. Again, it's great for things like boiling water. It's good for making rice. All that kind of stuff is wonderful with that. The problem with it is it's just a hot zone across the entire thing. So you can't, it's just harder to control from what I've seen and used. Oh, look at this. See, now we're getting some caramelization on everything in there. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, dude, this is gonna be so good. This one's not so good. Over here. You can just put it on the floor because it's okay if Kimball comes to eat any of that, honestly. Hi. Where are you going? Okay. Look at this. Yeah. What's that? It's good. Okay. Let's see your baked pasta. Chicken's in there. Working on the Brussels sprouts and the stir fry. She'll be back, don't worry. Yeah, hi. The front two burners of my cooktop are like 18K BTU each and just for boiling water. That's pretty rad. Jay has all the coolest shit. Kimbo is very interested by the trash bowl, or compost bowl. Surprised she hasn't stolen more out of it, honestly. Yeah, thank you everybody for hanging out tonight. This has been great. I always enjoy the cooking streams. I'm sorry I haven't been doing them as much, just with my new job. It's been really difficult to have the time and resources for it. But hopefully we can get back to doing them a little bit more regularly. I know that's what people prefer me to stream. Video game streams are not quite as entertaining coming from a scrub like myself. That was pretty clean. You can always, wait, FYI, you can easily heat shrink a pan if you're not careful. Yes. Jay with those crispy facts coming in hot. Almost done prepping these. I mean, we just have to slice them up after, but at least, like, the boring part is almost done. One more leaf from the sky. Alright. Our red beans and rice are done. I don't want it to go any further. Kimbo is so confused. Alright. So. Compost pile. There. Let's get this out. this on a trivet over here. Okay. I am too high to word that complete. Yeah, no, we know what you mean. So we're just kind of shredding these, essentially. I'm just chopping them up relatively fine. So they are like mini cabbages, essentially. You can even see like the cabbage structure in them. So let me move that out of the way. And some of these will go in the stir fry. And some of them are just going to be cooked on their own to make like caramelized Brussels sprouts. Usually just cut them in half. Yeah, I mean that works too. I like them to get kind of fine. Whew, sweating. Standing by the oven, hot day. Let's get these. I know that kind of blocks you, I'm sorry. I just want to get these going into this directly into the strainer because we're going to rewash these again after. They were really dirty. Again, just buying them from a local farmer. They produce tends to be dirtier. You're used to seeing it nice and clean in your supermarket, but when it really comes out of the earth, it's quite dirty. But I'll take that because there's a lot less, if any at all, of like pesticides and shit. Almost done. Running out of steam. Whew. All right. It's just because I'm standing right next to the oven that's on. And then we just have one squash and one zucchini to cut for the stir fry. Just do half moons for these. Yeah, that's good. Let's check our pasta. So yeah, I think our pasta looks pretty good. Here it is. So you can see it's got that nice golden brown on the top. And the vegetables look like they're cooked. And got a little crispiness on some pasta that I can see peeking through. That's really what we're looking for. Ooh, sorry. Phone skills. So yeah, that's good to go. Crispy pasta. Let's go to wash. Okay, we're gonna put this one with it as well. Okay. Start on just the regular Brussels sprouts. Can do we can just do in a frying pan. So you just need like that kind of view again. Okay, some canola oil. Good chunk of the Brussels sprouts right on in the pan. Sorry. I'm getting that floss you guys now. Very full pan to start with. Salt, pepper, we'll do some hot pepper flakes on these as well. Yeah, not too much, but there you are. Welcome back, sir. Okay. And then what is this? Get this guy out of here. We can go ahead and start our stir fry. Yeah, Jay. So what all goes in stir fry? Corn, squash, Brussels, onion, add in our onion to start. We'll do the Brussels in here too. No. Squash is good, man. Look at this. It's good. You just eat it raw. Gross. Need some salt and pepper in the stir fry as well. You know what I just realized? I don't think we have any balsamic vinegar. I think I used the last of it. I'll be right back. Yep, we are out of balsamic vinegar. That really sucks. So I'm doing some brown sugar in these Brussels sprouts. Guess we'll do a red wine vinegar. I'm sure I'll like it, Jay. Okay, next up is the squash and zucchini. To the stir fry. Might as well just do the corn, get everything in there. And a little more salt and pepper. Okay. Throw a little Dijon mustard in with our Brussels sprouts too. That'll help kind of bring everything together. Hello, Jenbo. How are you doing this evening? Or whatever time it may be. Oh crap, I didn't realize my stream title and everything got fucked up when I had to restart my stream. Yeah, dude, it turns out really well this way. You know, ideally I would have had some balsamic vinegar instead. Just the color that gets on them and that flavor really comes through. You stuffed your face, but you're probably getting hungry again all over, yeah? Just trying to clean up a little bit ahead of time. Okay, we're gonna start dressing up. Got some soy sauce. We'll do some mirin. Some rice wine vinegar. Hello. Cleaning is the worst part of cooking. Yeah, it's not fun, but I don't know. I don't mind it that much. Especially if you're cleaning as you go, it's not nearly as bad. Brussels sprouts are looking pretty good. A little bit of heat. Comes through at the end, that's good. Yeah, these are good. Yeah. Yeah, we're almost done. Fork in the pan? Yeah. Just to grab a piece. Just want to check my flavors. Yeah, hi. Can you move? Thank you. Yeah, I know. Can I steal your thermometer? We're gonna check our chicken. Oh yeah. Starting to look good. I think we still got a little while though. Chicken's actually very close to being done. Just a little bit of this wine that she just got. Help deglaze the pan. Get all these crispy bits of awesomeness. It's all that sugar caramelization. Cold. Another fork and pan moment, Jay. Getting there, that needs a few more minutes. So we're just going to finish this off with a little bit of sesame oil. You want to add this in at the end because it will burn if you let it cook too long. It's got a really low smoking point, and a little bit goes a long way. And you can smell the sesame oil pretty fast, actually. But yeah, just to review, so we've got over here, we've got our Brussels sprouts, our red beans and rice with the andouille sausage, the baked pasta with all the vegetables in it and the crumb crust, like breadcrumb. We've got our stir fry here, and then we've got our chicken in the oven browning up nicely now. It's the benefit of getting to cook with my phone, I guess, or like stream off my phone, is I can show things like that easier. I know it's not the best setup, but gets the job done. Allows me to interact with everybody, which is what I ultimately care about. Oh, man. So yeah, I think our stir fry is good. Just let it continue to brown for another minute. Whew. Hot. But yeah, thank you everybody for hanging out tonight. This has been a lot of fun. Basically making a ton of food for the week. Lots and lots of dishes to choose from now for us. Oh shit. What up, Jaden? How are you doing, friend? Thank you so much for the host. Oh, welcome, Raiders. Thank you so much. That was very kind of her. Hi, Jaded. Oh, and thank you, Feely. Yeah. Thank you for the hosts and raids. I really do appreciate it. This is awesome. You're catching me towards the end of the stream, but we're still finishing everything up. I was long overdue for a food stream, so I wanted to make sure to get one for everybody. I am streaming off of my phone because I have my computer is my work computer, and I recently got a new computer, and it's got I need admin privileges to add OBS to it, so it's unfortunately I can't stream off of the computer's camera and whatnot and have all the OBS stuff, so it's just off my phone, but make the best with what we got. Plus, it actually allows me to kind of bring you guys around and show you things like this. So we'll go for a little walk over here. So this is the stuff that's been finished. This is a baked pasta. It's vegetarian for my wife. It's got basically kind of like a penne style noodle. It has red bell peppers, zucchini, squash, onions. Is there anything else in there? Oh, and garlic, of course. And then I put some panko style breadcrumbs on the top of it with a little bit of olive oil and baked it. The way that I did it is I cooked the pasta first, just boiled in water. Is that actually showing? Let's see, try and get it in a better frame. There, that's better. And so this is just kind of a nice meal that we can have through the week. Behind it, this is for me. This is some red beans and rice with andouille sausage in it. And then this is some caramelized Brussels sprouts. Let me see. I'm bad with the camera on this, I'm sorry. And then back over here, what we're making currently is a stir fry of various vegetables. We've got Brussels sprouts, corn, squash, zucchini, onions in here. And then in the oven, we've got some quarter chicken. It's legs and thighs that I marinated in orange juice, soy sauce, and some goodness. Whew. Yeah, lots of garlic and everything. But yeah, thank you everybody for coming and hanging out. If you are new to my stream, my name is Old Dirty Biscotti. I cook when I can. I was a professional chef a long time ago, but I like sharing the various knowledge that I have through culinary techniques and all the different flavors and just all the things that I know how to make. So we try and keep it pretty healthy for the most part. Yes, menu, we'll give you the menu. Thank you, Jay. And yeah, my wife is in school to finish up becoming a registered dietitian. So she is pescatarian, but mostly what I cook for her is vegetarian. And then I eat chicken, so the sausage you saw, the andouille sausage, that was poultry based, and then there's chicken in the oven as well. But yeah, it's pretty healthy style cooking, lots of vegetables, and yeah, Brussels sprouts, yep. Yeah, here, I'll show you the Brussels sprouts again. They're over here. Yeah, these are the Brussels sprouts, caramelized with some brown sugar and red wine vinegar, and then deglazed with a white wine. And they've got some red chili pepper flakes in them. Just for a little bit of heat. And yeah, trying to think what else I can tell you guys. I do stream games from time to time, but I'm pretty bad at them. But I know how to cook, so I do enjoy streaming the food. Yeah, that was a ceramic pan. Yeah, I've got a whole series of like Le Creuset pans as well. I keep them all down here. I didn't really cook with any of the Le Creuset, but yeah, Jay. I've had enough meals with Jay to know he's got kind of an interesting diet. Lots of meat. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, exactly. Stupid easy to clean. And that's why I caramelized the Brussels sprouts in them. Because, especially having some sugar in there, that is like the devil to clean off of a, what's it called? Like a stainless steel or a copper-based pan. I also use a ceramic knife a lot. This is the knife I was using tonight. It's black ceramic. Again, just they're nice and cheap too, and I was using my paring knife too. It's just also ceramic orange knife. Jay likes it because it's orange. I use my traditional knives as well too. I've got, you know, my steel knives, but the ceramic is easy. It's nice. Alright, let's check this chicken again. Oh, we're almost there. Yeah, Shun is my knife of choice for the traditional steel knives. You can see our vegetables now are starting to get some nice caramelization on them. There you go. That's what I'm looking for. I just want to make sure I cook every, you know, with a vegetable-based stir fry like this, you can really, you know, cook it as much or as little as you want. But I like getting some of that caramelization on there. Just makes it taste that much better. Yeah, it's a Shun classic. I've had it since I finished culinary school, so, I mean, this knife, that Shun knife has been with me for 14 years. I've got a whetstone that I sharpen it with. But yeah, ceramic is just nice and easy. You don't have to worry about stuff. It's just super awesome. Yeah. Wusthoffs are great. Yeah, if you're going with the more like European German style, Wusthof and Henkel's are kind of the two mainstays in that world. Japanese world, there's Global, which is almost like a hybrid of a Western and Eastern knife. And then Shun is my favorite. They do run a little extra money, but I mean, like I said, I've had mine for 14 years, so it's good. And I even have it tattooed on myself. This is my Shun knife back here from back in the day. Oh yeah, cast iron is great. Where's my cast iron stuff? I have a bunch of cast iron pans up in there. Cast iron, like a cast iron Dutch oven, I mean, hell, you can use that forever. That's like another thing where it gets better with age, and very few cooking utensils of any kind you can say that about. It truly just becomes more and more seasoned over time. Alright, so our stir fry's done. I'm just going to move this over here. Ooh, our chicken is so close. If you don't mind, we'll just hang out together for a few minutes while that finishes up. But yeah, if anybody has any questions about food, about cooking, about diets, about any of that stuff, please let me know. I am happy to answer. Yeah, Le Creuset is, I have one down here actually. It's really heavy though. But yeah, I have a Le Creuset Dutch oven. They come in different sizes and whatnot. But yeah, I'm sorry that I missed, or that all the raiders kind of came in towards the end of the stream, but I really do appreciate everybody stopping by and saying hello. Sorry for the bright light coming from back here. I can't really do much. Like I said, I'm streaming off my phone, so it's the best that I can do at the moment. But yeah, I am going to try and stream cooking kind of in this fashion where I do a bunch of dishes at once to get us ready for the week. Probably on Sundays, maybe Saturdays, but Sundays are probably better for me. And then during the week, I'll have maybe 1 or 2 video game streams if I can. Again, I'm pretty bad at the video games, but I just enjoy hanging out with the friends. So, yeah. Yeah, I would love to get more Le Creuset cookware, actually. That's another one where the pieces that we've had forever, and there's no reason to replace them because they're just such good quality. And it's kind of the best of both worlds, like we were talking about. It's cast iron with ceramic, so it's almost like an enamel style film over it, but similar to a ceramic pan. Lasts forever, super easy to clean, cooks very, very well. But yeah. Oh yeah. Look at this chicken now. Whew. There is our chicken legs. These look good. So, as a recap, here's kind of everything together. Let's see if I can get it all in frame. There we go. So we've got our pasta, baked pasta, got our red beans and rice with andouille sausage, the caramelized Brussels sprouts, and then the vegetable stir fry. And then that chicken. So in a matter of just a couple of hours, we've essentially, here, I'm gonna move all of this over here so you guys aren't blinded by that light. It'll just be on the side of my face instead. Yeah, that's better, just for the last couple of minutes. But yeah, again, Jaded, thank you so much for coming by and rating me. That was very kind of you. I know you've been asking for these food streams. I often do cook with my wife, which you can actually see a little caricature of the two of us back there. She has been studying all day, so unfortunately she wasn't really able to hang out much. She just kind of passed through a couple of times. Dog is on stream often. I'll bring you to see Dog. She has bits of corn on the cob down here still. There is Doggy. She gets confused by the camera. But yeah, you can see the corn on the cob. Yeah. She eats all my vegetable scraps. Plus you get to see more of my house this way. But yeah, since Jaded was so kind to pass the love to me, let's pass the love on. See who's online. You know what? One of my friends that I made recently, this is actually his shirt, Young Wave Lord, is doing an IRL stream right now as well. So if we can raid him, we will say ODB Fridge Raid. He's a very funny character. He was in here earlier today sharing some love as well. But yeah, I hope everyone did enjoy this. Again, I'm sorry that the people who came at the end only got to see the end, but please come back and catch some cooking another time with me. And yeah, I hope everyone has a wonderful evening and a good start to their week. Good night, everyone.